Hello and welcome to Light TV Main News, shining the truth, changing lives. The headlines. Zambian kwacha gains, price reductions expected for consumers. Raphael Nakachinda granted 20,000 kwacha bail pending appeal. Chilenge Urban Local Court opens. NGOCC condemns discriminatory remarks ahead of elections. 132.3 million kwacha deal signed to upgrade Livingstone roads. And Senegal, Egypt, Nigeria, and Morocco in AFCON semi-finals. With the news in detail, my name is Joel Chisompola. The government says it is pleased with the continued appreciation of the Zambian kwacha against major international currencies. In a statement, Minister of Commerce, Trade and Industry, Honorable Chipoka Mulenga, said the strengthening of the kwacha reflects growing confidence in Zambia's economic fundamentals and the government's fiscal management. He noted that this gain is a strategic response to President Hakainde Hichilema's call for work after work. A stronger kwacha means lower costs for imported goods, raw materials, machinery, fuel, and other inputs. Coupled with reduced inflation, lower fuel prices, and stable electricity supply, this creates an opportunity for businesses to reduce prices for consumers. The government is urging traders, retailers, manufacturers, and wholesalers to adjust pricing to reflect these gains. Responsible pricing, it says, will strengthen consumer purchasing power, support sustainable business growth, and promote fair trade. Officials emphasize that cooperation from the private sector is crucial to ensure that the benefits of the appreciating kwacha are fairly shared with Zambians while promoting long-term market stability and inclusive economic growth. The judiciary of Zambia has officially handed over and opened the newly constructed Chilenge Urban Local Court in Chilenge District, Luapula Province. The facility is aimed at improving access to justice for local communities. Speaking at the ceremony, Chief Justice of Zambia, Dr. Justice Mumba Malila, said judicial infrastructure is now fully integrated into national development priorities, alongside facilities such as schools and police stations. He noted that several court projects have already been successfully completed. The Chief Justice also acknowledged public concerns over delays in accessing letters of administration for deceased estates, confirming that the judiciary has been engaging the Ministry of Justice for nearly 2 years to amend the law and decentralize these services. He further urged court users to protect the new facility from vandalism to ensure its long-term use.
We are ratified that the works have been successfully completed, and today's handover is therefore an official handover of all the 9 projects to the judiciary using this Chilenge project site. To Zambia National Service, I'm honored to express our deepest gratitude and commend you for your dedication and exceptional works.
Water legislation, and also as ZNS we worked on the drainage system. Other works included external works, which encompassed installing of the boundary fencing wire around the perimeter of Chilenge Urban Local Court.
The Magistrate's House at Santia, Korokoso Local Court, Munkonge Local Court, and the rehabilitation of the Judge's House at Kasam. But we have also heard that there are other projects that have been completed in Eastern Province, in northwestern.
FNB Zambia has signed a $50 million United States dollar development finance facility with Dutch bank FMO in partnership with the Dutch Fund for Climate and Development and Worldwide Fund for Nature. CEO Kapumpe Chola says the deal goes beyond finance support and renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, water and waste management, and climate adaptation projects across Zambia. She added it reinforces strong environmental, social, and governance standards while promoting jobs and local economic growth. Dr. Dauti Chibamba, Permanent Secretary for Green Economy and Environment, described the signing as a key step in strengthening Zambia's climate resilience and advancing a green inclusive economy. The facility aligns with the country's green growth and national adaptation plan.
And to thank you for joining us as we mark a significant milestone for First National Bank Zambia, but also importantly for the broader Zambian financial sector and development agenda. Today, we formally sign a $50 million development finance facility with the FMO, the Dutch Development Bank, in partnership with DFCD, who have also contributed to the fund, and WWF, who will be the technical partner in how we administer these funds. This partnership is really just much more than a financial transaction. It is a shared commitment to sustainable growth, climate resilience, inclusive economic development for Zambia. We are especially honored, as I've said, by the presence of the Ministry of Green Economy and Environment, whose leadership continues to shape Zambia's transition towards a greener and more resilient economy. And of course, the Bank of Zambia, whose regulatory stewardship ensures the stability and integrity of our financial system. Zambia, like many nations, as you know, is navigating a very real impact of climate change.
Patriotic Front Faction Secretary General Raphael Nakachinda has been granted 20,000 kwacha cash bail pending the determination of his appeal against a 6-month prison sentence with hard labor for hate speech. Lusaka resident magistrate Ida Piri ruled that Nakachinda must also provide 2 working sureties, each bound to the court in their own recognizance for the 20,000 kwacha. Nakachinda filed the bail application on 28 December 2025 and will remain out of custody as the appeal process continues. We take our first set of commercials. I'll be right back.
Auto-Best Engineering is a fully registered company that has services such as towing service. We have a saloon, we repair cars, we have a car wash.
Barbershop is a top-notch.
And many more.
Auto-Best Engineering is the company which you can rely on. We touch any car. We are just at the corner of Pemba Road and Mosotunya Road. You know what? We deliver the best. Yes, we are growing very fast. It's a top-notch company ever in Zambia. When you come, wherever you are, whether you are in America, you come to visit Zambia, please just go to Google Maps, type Auto-Best Engineering Group. It will take you where we are. Auto-Best is a one-stop shop.
Come to Auto-Best Engineering where the best is done. If you want to know where we're located along Mosotunya Road, just right at the corner of Pemba Road, Chilende South. If you want to contact us, you can call us on 0977 18 12 73.
Auto-Best Engineering, doing what we know best.
Hi, I'm Matt, and you're watching Light TV. Hi, I'm Matt, and you're watching Light TV. Hi, I'm
Thank you for staying tuned. We continue with the news. The Ministry of Tourism has signed a 132.3 million kwacha contract with Kaiji Construction Zambia to rehabilitate and upgrade 8.31 kilometers of city center roads in Livingstone. The project is part of the Zambia Green Resilient and Transformational Tourism Development Project, or GREAT TDP, which aims to improve access to resilient infrastructure in key tourism areas. Tourism Permanent Secretary Evans Muhanga says the project will be implemented in 2 phases over 9 months. Phase 1 covers project design and environmental assessments, while Phase 2 will involve construction to upgrade the road to bituminous standards. Kaiji Construction Project Engineer Tanaka Charumbira pledged to deliver quality work within the agreed timeframe. The Non-Governmental Gender Organizations Coordinating Council, or NGOCC, has condemned discriminatory remarks aired on Simon Mwewalane television on 9th January. The comment suggested that a single woman is unworkable for the office of mayor, a statement NGOCC says violates the Zambian Constitution and the Gender Equity and Equality Act. NGOCC chairperson Beauty Katebe has called on the broadcaster to retract the statement and urged all political parties to enforce strict zero-tolerance policies against gender-based harassment. She also appealed to the Electoral Commission of Zambia to monitor such remarks and ensure a safe and inclusive election process ahead of the 13th August 2026 general elections. Katebe encouraged the public to reject leaders who promote discrimination, stressing that competence should be measured by integrity, vision, and service, not marital status. She also reminded citizens that election-related violence can be reported through the toll-free helpline 116. The Zambia Meteorology Agency, ZMA, is conducting a pre-launch training ahead of onboarding its services onto the Government Service Bus, or GSB. The training focuses on building a practical understanding of the GSB, its functionality, and how it will allow ZMA services to integrate seamlessly, securely, and efficiently with other governmental systems. Ministry of Finance representative Ms. Muchentenga highlighted the significance of the project, calling it a major milestone in ZMA's digital transformation journey and its commitment to improving service delivery through technology. ZMA says the move underscores its dedication to interoperable digital solutions that enhance efficiency, transparency, and confidence in measurements across the country.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning once again. It is my honor this morning to officially open this training program in preparations for the go-live of the Zambia Meteorology Agency services on the GSB, the Government Service Bus. This program, colleagues, marks an important step in ZMA's ongoing commitment to modernizing service delivery, strengthening institutional efficiency, and aligning with the government's digital transformation agenda. I remember the first meeting we had with the Director at the Ministry of Finance. I couldn't believe it, the support they were willing to give, and I saw it throughout the project. So this is very critical, colleagues. It's because it aligns with government's digital.
2 civil servants have been arrested in Lundazi for allegedly murdering a suspected thief and dumping his body in a community forest. Police say 47-year-old Chembe Banda, a health worker at Chasefu Mini Hospital, and 40-year-old Maxon Banda, a caretaker at a cold storage facility under the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock, strangled the man after he was accused of stealing a cell phone and a purse. Eastern Province Commander Robertson Mwemba explained that instead of handing the suspect to police, the duo reportedly took him on a motorbike to Lundazi Forest, where the murder occurred between 3 and 4:30 a.m. on 11th January. The body was discovered around 10 a.m. by a local resident, and police investigations led to the suspect's arrest. The victim's identity has not yet been confirmed. Armed robbers have stolen 357,697 kwacha from King's Mill Bakery in Choma's Makalanguzu Market. The incident occurred on 11th January 2026 at around 23:20 hours when 3 masked individuals armed with a taser gun and machetes attacked workers at the bakery. During the robbery, a worker, Safiaj Patel, sustained a cut injury between the left thumb and forefinger. The bakery manager, Madaso Patel, who was at home at the time, received a call from the night shift worker and rushed to the scene, finding the staff visibly distressed. Police report that the cash and keys to the safe were missing, but there were no signs of forced entry. Southern Province Commissioner of Police, Mono Namalongo, confirmed investigations are ongoing as authorities search for their suspects. The government has released over 1.1 billion kwacha owed to farmers, with beneficiaries urged to access their payments promptly. Eastern Province Permanent Secretary Paul Tole says the funds have now been dispersed and are now available in banks. Mr. Tole explained that farmers registered on mobile money platforms will receive their payments directly on their phones, while those with unregistered SIM cards can now collect their money through designated banks. He said the payment delays during the 2024-2025 farming season have provided lessons that are unlikely to be repeated. The agency purchased 167,555.30 metric tons of maize, valued at over 1.1 billion kwacha, which has now been fully released by government.
I have the pleasure to announce that the crop marketing season and what transpired during the crop marketing season has come to a conclusion, a happy conclusion. The government has already disbursed the monies to all the pay points in Eastern Province, and all what is required is for the farmers to receive what is due to them through the various counter or banks and various pay points across the province. The total amount which was owing to the farmers, it was 1.139376,040 kwacha, or 1.139.
We take another break. On the other side, join me for sports and international news.
One Love Radio is a dynamic radio platform that captures the diverse communities across Zambia with an audience of over 6.5 million, with physical satellite stations in Mungu, Mansa, and Lusaka, and frequencies that cover key markets across the nation: Lusaka, Kafue, and Mazabuka. It's an engaging, informative, entertaining journey with programming designed to maintain a dedicated listenership across the country. Get clicking, get listening to One Love Radio today. One Love Radio, inspiring Touching life-changing radio.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. We continue with the news. And sports news. The Africa Cup of Nations 2026 has reached the semi-finals with 4 teams still competing for the championship. Senegal, Egypt, Nigeria, and hosts Morocco have all qualified for the last 4. In the semi-finals, Senegal will play Egypt, while Nigeria faces Morocco. These matches are scheduled for 14th and 15th January 2026. The victories highlight an exciting journey from the group stages, keeping football fans eagerly watching ahead of the knockout rounds. The AFCON 2026 final will be held on 18th January in Rabat, where the tournament's winner will be crowned Africa's champion. In international news, we